good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Welcome back to VIOC in Action. This your boy, Mr. Leon Hunt, better known as Mr. Ras Books, one time for the one time can cool can quench. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the show. We have a very special show today, just like any other show. But guess what? Every single show up here is special because we on the show. And guess what, man? I got a real good guest for you guys today. We got a president live in the building today. And usually we usually talk to a lot of the athletes, but the administration and the board and them, they actually need time too, because the athletes got one point of view, and then we need to see what's going on with the administration too as well. So now we kind of got the gif of one side, and the other side we put both of them together, and then we all good to go. All right, so today we are talking with the Virgin Island Soccer Association President Fredrick. How's it going, man?
Hi, I'm good. Thanks for having me today.
Hey, no problem, no problem. So how is the island of St. Croix?
Well, right now we're in the midst of preparing for COVID-19, but other than that, we're taking it in stride. COVID-19, coronavirus is taking over the world and it's spreading very fast. So we're doing our part also as an association to protect our members and our fans.
That's and you know what? Like it's so crazy where probably 2 weeks ago, all right, I'm gonna say three weeks ago, we was like, okay, everything's safe. We still, they had the little talks here and there, case here and there. 2 weeks ago, it was like, oh, all right. A week ago, it was like, oh, me and Pete, what going on here, boy? It was like, wait. This thing is serious. Um, and not just, I mean, we're in the athletic world, and it's like, okay, like, once we seen the NBA shut down, locked down, then we know stuff got real.
Yes. The NBA, for those of us who live in the US, yeah, when we saw a couple of NBA players tested positive, a matter of fact, the week before in Europe, one of the famous coaches for one of the big teams for Arsenal, he actually contracted the disease, the virus also.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was the week before. Then the following week, which was the NBA, so it was actually getting home close. So definitely going to hit the Caribbean after that, and then the Virgin Islands. So yeah, this thing happened in quick time. 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, and okay, so all right, so we're not experts on the particular virus, right? The disease, but we do
Correct.
see the scare of it and how it's affecting our quote unquote sports life and regular daily life. Because all right, you see what they say on, all right, we watch the news, we listen to the news, and we say our own news, right? So everybody knows the expert, but one thing we know for sure is that we probably should take this a little bit more seriously. And because in the sports world, we're always in a large group of people, because it's a team. You just ain't there by yourself. So you got a large group of people, and large group of people is probably, this is my assumption, is probably the bad case scenario, because you don't want to be around a lot of people, because that's how you contaminate and it just multiply.
Oh yeah, definitely. Everyone is rooting and shouting and cheering on their favorite player or team. So that's when I guess they say the person-to-person contact is going to be occurring. So definitely we need to take precautions, and based on what the experts are telling us, all we could do is stay healthy, build up our immune system, and wash our hands. And those of us who have underlying factors,
Mm-hmm.
just self quarantine or self
Mm-hmm.
isolate yourself. But yeah, sports is the key, and that's the way everyone vent and get the relaxation, no matter what sport that you're into. You use sport as an avenue to relax.
Mm-hmm.
But for the athletes, it's a business because that's their livelihood. But for us, the fans who patronize these sporting events, we just want to make sure that we see the players healthy, but we don't want ourselves to get sick. So yes, it has changed the world of sport, and we in the Virgin Islands are feeling the impact also.
It is so let's start. So with the Virgin Islands and being, well, so I always have known us in the Virgin Islands to not necessarily be the soccer country, but in years we kind of have built up a soccer environment there, you know. So let's talk about the different branches of soccer that we have inside of the territory. Currently. So from what? All right. So first, do we have anything from the youths to the to masters? Like, what's our different age group leagues that we have officially right now in the Virgin Islands?
Yeah, basically, we have a large umbrella when it comes to soccer in the Virgin Islands. Then our numbers will show. We actually just coming to the end of a 2 year strategic plan. Matter of fact, our board members just ratified so that we could extend it for another 2 years. We actually, when we did our analysis, we realized that we actually hitting all our numbers, all our key points. Right now, I will probably think we're probably close to being the biggest sport in the Virgin Islands in terms of youth, because we have a grassroots program that happens every Saturday morning, and from since last year to no, not even last year. I kind of losing track of time. Since May 2018,
Okay.
we introduced an after school program where the kids can actually come from school, come straight to the soccer field. It is a two-part program where we have tutoring. We have academic tutors on board, education teachers from the government. They actually come and they do tutoring, and also they do soccer after. And that program is a hit. It's actually on both islands. We also have a academy where we select the elite players. Because while we open our programs to all players, not everyone is going to be an elite player.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah, we use soccer as a tool for just for to be a rounded citizen. Get the health aspects in place. But when we realize that we see one player that demonstrates a little more better skill than the other, we actually recognize that we needed to create a program for those type of players. So we call them the elite players. So we actually have an elite program that is actually 1 day a week on St. Thomas, and that program is going well. So I mean, we have a lot of programs for the youth, and when I say youth, I'm referring to both boys and girls.
Okay.
Yeah, so as I said, we have the grassroots program on Saturdays, and we have the after-school program during the week. And also on Saturdays, which started in January 2020, we have a five-a-side league. We call it futsal. Futsal is an indoor form of soccer. Because we recognize that, for example, in St. Thomas, where we don't have a lot of large playing fields for the outdoor games.
Correct.
So we recognize there are a lot of gyms. So right now, we're actually using the DCB gym on Saturday afternoons from 3 to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. for a five-a-side league, and that is a U13 and U17 league. Again, that's a tremendous hit.
I'm glad you brought up the futsal, right? We're gonna get back to some of the actual organizations. So I'm not a big I had no idea what futsal was up until last November, right?
Okay.
I went to my General Assembly meeting we had in Italy for University Sports Federation, and I was there with the Caribbean team, right? So we had delegations from Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, and all our partner islands, and they was like, yeah man, futsal big over there in our country, and I'm like, what, football? No, futsal. And I said, no man, football. They said we got it too in the Virgin Islands. They said, no, you got to play it inside of a gym. I said, wait, indoor football? I was like, yeah, I know indoor foot. They said, no. Then they showed me what a game is, and I was like, oh, this is a whole different game. But excuse me, I think it's unique because I think it's like 7 players inside. The ball ain't that too heavy, and you really use the whole basketball floor, right?
Yes. Basically, it is basketball, but on the floor. Yes, soccer style. You use the same basketball court, and all we do is just put 2 goals on each end, and then we just play the ball on the floor instead of bouncing it up and down like the basketball players do. So it's actually 5-a-sides just like basketball, five-a-side. We have a running clock with timeouts. You have timeouts. You have different periods. So it's just basketball, but it's being played with the foot on the
On
floor.
the floor. And
Yeah,
I
and
was
it's very excited because the experts, because actually they started out in Brazil. Believe it or not, Brazil is who
who came up with the
started
game.
started playing these futsal in the streets.
Yeah.
Because Brazil is such a big place and a lot of urban squirrels all over the place in Brazil. So you'll find that these players won't have access to the actual grass, so they will play these small-sided games in the streets.
Mhm.
And somehow they just develop it and bring it to realize that this can be done indoors, and that's a small history of it. So yeah, so it is very popular here, and the expert says that they actually develop players quicker because it's such a fast moving game. It's not a game where
Yes.
you can actually run with the ball or dribble with the ball. It's just a touch and go, touch here, one touch and move, touch and move. So those of us who know the sport of soccer. So it is a fast paced game, and they also develop players. So yeah,
No.
so yeah, the players. As I said, we have it at BCB on Saturdays at 3 to 5, 3 to 8, and
Mhm.
also at Free Will Gym on St. Croix from 5 to 9 on Saturday afternoons.
Yeah, I think futsal is an amazing game, especially for preparation for either or sport because they're both professional sports now. To where I guess in one off season you can still continue if you outdoor in one, you could go indoor in the other, and vice versa. And being indoor at that particular speed and making those fast cuts, you learn skills that you could actually use on the open field. Um, I
Yes,
and
yes,
and
yeah.
I'm like,
It's for the creative player because with futsal, as the coach will say, it teaches the player. So it's like certain coaches cannot coach in futsal. The player have to be creative. He have to come up with his own ways to get out of small spaces and stuff like that. So
right.
that's why there's certain things in futsal you cannot coach. The player have to develop all of his trickery and stuff like that. So those of you who know famous Brazilian players like Ronaldinho,
Mm-hmm.
he started out as a futsal player. So and
Mm.
even when he goes on the grass with 11 aside, you could see his futsal
His
days coming out because
yeah.
he was a very skilled player.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. It really makes sense now, and I mean, I'm like, wow. I mean, I'm not a soccer person or futsal person, but I would definitely give futsal a chance more than soccer. And the thing about soccer or football, as we say, is I ran track, but man, football is a lot of running, man. Like that's the one thing that deterred me from running that playing soccer because I was like, wait a second. My thing is like I like statistics and probability, right? Um,
Yes.
so my thing was like, well, what's the chances of how many times a person could actually score if they go up and down and actually really score in a game? And when you look at the scoring, it's really low. It's like you maybe got some games 1-0, 2-0, 3-2 or whatever.
Yes. You're correct. And that's the difference with futsal. Futsal is a very high scoring sport also. So if you want someone who love basketball that scores
Uh,
every
attempt down.
second
Uh-huh.
you score a point. But futsal is for you. But with 11 aside, grass foot soccer is not like that. It is more intense. Is more There's more tactics involved, and that is where coaches get involved now. But that's when coaches can actually set up a game plan and basically stop the opposing team from scoring. But with futsal, as I said, it's mostly the players that come up with the trickery. So you'll find that um, with futsal, the margin of victory is large. Sometimes you can get at least 10 to 15 goals in a match, maybe 20, depending on how competitive the match is.
So let me
When it comes to futsal, but with the outdoor match, the 11 aside, you could find a match ending a nil-nil, and then for the new spectators, they may find that match to be boring. But for the diehards, they will find that a nil-nil, 0-0 score was an entertaining 0-0, depending on how the goalkeepers played, how the forwards played. So yeah, it's two different sports, but
it it is.
all of it has its place in the whole soccer family, believe it or not, there's futsal world championships because you said you actually witnessed it when you traveled in Europe recently.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, so it
Uh,
is. The statistics have shown that like most small countries like the Virgin Islands, the Caribbean, we could. It is easier for us if we invest the right way to make, let's say, a futsal World Cup or even
yes.
a beach soccer World Cup because it is that easy in terms of once you put in the right development programs in place, you can
And
actually qualify for a futsal World Cup or even beach soccer World Cup also.
boy, I'm glad I'm talking to the right person today because one of my
Yeah.
things was is like how are you sports development. So we are a small country, and like we have to share all of our athletes, you know. And one of the things
Yes.
is like, you know, the smaller the sport is, the higher the chance that we have to be successful, ideally. Because, like, for
Correct.
instance, track and field, it's a team sport, yes, but it's also individual. It just takes one person to go someplace, qualify for a thing, and then they represent us in the big Olympics. Um, Volleyball, 2-on-2 volleyball, instead of taking a whole team, you take two people, boom, beach volleyball, right? Basketball now
Yes.
have turned down to 3-on-3. Instead of taking a whole team of 12 to 15 guys, now you only could take 4 to 5 guys and you got 3-on-3 team. You still be able to represent. So the smaller the numbers is, it's a bigger chance for your country to get represented in a major tournament or world championship. And I think right now, because of how just our economy is and our population, it's better for us to kind of focus in on, not saying that we don't get shy away from the bigger sports, because we still need to learn those for sports development, but focusing on these particular sports that we could actually got really good chances of challenging the world in, and bringing us in there as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
even in chess, it takes one person to do chess. You know, so I think a lot of our focus should be on some of these minor sports right here, and I think we should. I mean, as time go on, we could still focus in on the bigger ones, but right now, let's do the smaller ones. Let's build up right there, focus in, and then bam! I guarantee we get some good results in there.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes. You're correct, and most of the sports have mini versions of them, if you want to call it that. You just mentioned volleyball. Volleyball now actually have a program where they actually could set up something on the beach.
Yep.
You know, and I after the last AOC meeting I attended in December, I think that's what they're planning to do right now. They want to set up their program. Um, Volleyball and then also tennis.
Mm-hmm.
Tennis want to do something on the beach also too.
Yep.
So there's a lot of different versions of the sports, all sports, but and believe it or not, they're entertaining and cricket. You know, cricket is a very popular sport in the world, also in the Caribbean,
Yes.
not minor in the Virgin Islands in terms of development, but they also have a mini version of this sport also too. So you'll find that all sports once they have there's a new format, it tends to attract more audience and also more spectators. You know, yes, you're correct.
Nah, that's good. And the thing I didn't even know. I knew about cricket, of course, and it being in the West Indies, but I think outside of America, cricket is right next to soccer and and the race car driving. Um, According to
Yes,
international sports, we don't have any race car drivers like that. But those are the three, to me, the three top sports internationally that, hey, people love it. We love it. And
yeah,
I
all depends what part of the world you're in, but cricket is very popular in Asia, you know, the
mm-hmm.
subcontinent, India, Sri Lanka, those places,
Yes.
Australia, New Zealand, and definitely in the West Indies and certain parts of Europe. But in terms of funding, I would probably think they have a lot of funding to compete with other sports,
Right.
and I think what brought give them new life also was the new format of the sport that they developed maybe 10, 15 years ago called T20, which is, you know, because the history of cricket was like 5 day matches. Imagine a match lasting for 5 days.
What?
That's a lot of. Imagine one match could play for 5 days. So that was like the downside of cricket. And so what they did now, they came up with this new format that a match could finish in 3 hours, just like similar to like a basketball game or a
Yeah,
soccer match, you know. Yeah, so and that's what gave cricket new life. So all sports are transforming.
you're right. They
They're looking,
adapt. Gotcha.
yeah, they're looking ways to reinvent themselves, you know, to keep the audience engaged, you know. Yes.
Hey, I'm with it. Hey, so let's take a quick commercial break and be right back with President Fredericks in VIOC in action. Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to VIOC in action. We're here kicking it, literally kicking it, with President Fredericks from our Virgin Islands Soccer Association. And I really didn't understand. I really didn't notice we had so many activities going on in soccer because I just really didn't notice. I mean, I see soccer, but when you see soccer, you're like, oh, wait a second. Oh, there's soccer people over there, but not realizing what organization or what activity they're doing. And now we're here kicking it, like I said, with President Fredrick. And, hey, Prez, I really didn't
Yes.
understand it was really so much stuff going on. With soccer, like I see basketball, I see the tennis, I see the athletics, but with soccer, it's something always going on. Like it seemed like so. Um,
Yes. Actually, we actually have our men's league going on right now. We call it the Premier League, but as we said in the beginning, COVID-19 put a halt to that league. That league is actually between St. Clair and St. Thomas. So we call it the Premier League. We have the teams traveling back and forth on a weekly basis to play each other, and that is our flagship event because that is where the senior men get to play, and then you see a lot of competitive matches,
so
and that league, hopefully after the COVID-19 scare is over or even calm down, hopefully that we can actually recommence that league. The matches are played on Sundays at Bethlehem Soccer Complex on St. Croix and
uh-huh.
also at Lana Roberts Stadium on St. Thomas.
Oh,
And
so
and also
this is the men league, which is 18 and up.
Yeah, well, in this case, we usually take them at 16. So
Okay.
we try to encourage the elite players. Remember, I told you earlier we have
Right,
a league
right.
program.
Mm-hmm.
So once they're good enough, from 15 years old, with parental permission also, they could actually play in the man league. I think that's the best term to call it, the man
The
league,
man
because
league,
that's
right?
I think that's what the term they use for the basketball league also. So
Correct,
yeah,
correct.
so yes, yeah, so that's our Premier League. Is actually played between the two regions, St. Croix region and St. Thomas region.
And how many
Yeah.
teams are on both regions?
This year we have 9 teams combined, 5 on St. Thomas and 4 on St. Croix. They're actually clubs.
Right.
It's not really, it's actually playing teams, but actually clubs because these clubs have to go through a club licensing process
Uh-huh.
because FIFA want the sport to be professionalized, and that's the direction we're going. So they must go through certain criteria to go through the club licensing process. St. Croix have a couple more dormant teams, but they decided that the going through the rigors of even trying to apply for a club license, that they're not going to go through that this year. But um, so we have 9 clubs, nine
Okay.
teams in the league, and they play each other on a weekly basis. So you will have one team traveling on one island, for example. One team from each island will travel weekly. Yeah.
Got it. So their season is about what, 10 games or how many games in a
Well,
season?
this season, the season started in late October, and we're actually coming down to at the end of the first round. We usually have many different competitions, but we had like a knockout, like a cup competition. Those of us who familiar with soccer terminology, we had a cup competition to start the season, and then we had the Premier League that started in January immediately after festival on St. Croix,
Mm-hmm.
and that is scheduled. It was scheduled to finish in April, May. So now with this 30 days hiatus that we took for COVID-19, we're not sure exactly when it's going to
Okay.
finish. But we're going to have some meetings with the club presidents and the club secretaries to see where we go from there after this COVID-19. Um,
Gotcha.
but
And I'm assuming at the end of the season with the championship. Well, where when you guys decide what island would the championship be on? Oh well, I guess it'll be in St. Croix
We
because of the
already
stadium.
decided that the cup competition, the finals was held on St. Thomas, and then now for the league itself, the Premier League, the championship is going to be held on St. Croix.
Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah. So
so now here I got asked now because some so as an athlete that want to get involved in it, is this where you guys select or give tryout to athletes who want to be part of the national team from this league?
yes, yes. Those of us who are eligible, because one of the criteria is to be able to represent the national team, we must have a U.S. passport, a
Mm-hmm.
valid U.S. passport. So all those who are eligible to play for the national team, um, it'd be wise that they actually play in the Premier League so that the coaches could see them.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of players. I would say 50% of the national team players are based off island. We have a couple of professional players playing in the U.S. We have players that plays at universities also.
Okay.
So once they could prove that they're actually playing in other regions and other leagues, they also have a chance also because the coaching staff do get in contact with their coaches and they keep track of them just to their level of fitness and if they're able to play for the national team. So yes, the Premier League leads into the senior men's national team, and we actually just finished the CONCACAF Nations League play in November 2019,
Mm-hmm.
where the senior men played some matches on St. Croix at the new facility at the Bethlehem complex. And again, COVID-19 disrupt a training camp and a friendly international match we had scheduled for the senior men the week of March 28th to the 29th.
Right.
No, March 24th to the 29th. Sorry, March
Mm-hmm.
24th to the 29th. We had a training camp to commence, and then we would have finished it off with an international friendly against St. Kitts and Nevis on St. Croix. So COVID-19 put a halt to that. And
Gotcha.
we also had a international women's tournament scheduled for April 6th to the 13th. That's Easter week and Easter weekend.
Mm-hmm.
COVID-19 actually put a halt to that. We actually had 5 countries coming into the Virgin Islands to play our women, and so it would have been six countries, including the U.S. Virgin Islands, to play in the invitational tournament. We were hoping that once COVID-19 is assessed properly,
Uh-huh.
we can get permission to actually reschedule this tournament later down in the year.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah.